What up? What up? What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Welcome back to the channel. Hit that subscribe button as soon as you come into the building. Why Deion Sanders' contract is still too low. Guys, congratulations to Deion Sanders. He got a 5-year extension at Colorado, which I think is way overdue. Y'all can go back to some of my videos where I said Colorado should have paid Deion a long time ago. But I looked up and Deion is now one of the top 5 coaches in college football. Top paid coach in the Big 12. But it's way too low. Let's be honest, man. Stephen A. Smith getting 20 plus million a year. I ain't got to worry about NCAA compliance. I ain't got to worry about all the stuff Deion got to worry about. Colorado just underpaid Deion again. Deion should be asking for another contract in the next 1 to 2 years. Because guys, think about it. Every time I see a Boost Mobile commercial, every time I see a Blenders commercial, every time I see what's the other Raycon, right? Every time I see California almonds, every time I see anything on Well Off Media, all these things that's continuously in my impressions, and Deion only getting 10, 11 million a year. Well, look, man, I'm glad he got paid more. Deion was on his own social media. But guys, people got to understand, all these teams are making money off of media. Well, Deion controls that. So how is Deion not paid way more than Kirby Smart? The only thing we hear about Kirby Smart is these kids getting arrested for racing. Dabo Swinney and Clemson ain't been relevant in a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, Ryan Day, those boys just showed out. But let's be honest, Ryan Day was about to lose his job when they lost to Michigan. But none of these guys are media icons. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. I think that was Asante Samuels. Asante Samuels knew Deion was negotiating for his contract. And I think Deion handled that situation with class. I think he handled that brother with class. But when Deion said, I'm a monument, I'm not a movement. And that's what he called Asante Samuel. He called Asante Samuel, he a movement, man. You had a good career. But I'm a monument. Well, why didn't Deion's contract reflect that? And guys, because now college football is not about winning. College football is about how much money can you raise? How much can you encourage the boosters to keep flowing inside of this? Colorado emissions are up. Businesses increase. Black students are trying to come. Guys, the real estate is shot through the roof on top of what it already was. He has taken control of this whole city. Guys, it's like in the Bible, there was a town called Goshen. It's like Deion Sanders has created Goshen out there in Colorado. If you make Deion the highest paid coach, way more than Kirby Smart, now every 4 and 5 star got to come through Colorado to at least be recruited. Right? To at least be recruited. I'm happy that the man got paid, but guys, come on. Y'all know this is too low. When you control the media, you control the money. Stephen A. just got paid a bunch of money because he controls people watching ESPN. Y'all trying to tell me Deion ain't better at controlling the media than Stephen A? And that's not a knock on Stephen A. Stephen A. deserved everything he got. But Deion is controlling the narrative. Well Off Media should have gotten a part of this deal if they hadn't. Well Off Media need to be paid like an assistant coach at Colorado. Right? I ain't never seen a coaching staff have a marketing coordinator. But just like you had an offensive and defensive coordinator, Well Off Media need to be the marketing coordinator getting paid just as much. Robert Livingston, one of the highest paid assistant coaches. We need to start calling marketing coordinators assistant coaches, guys, because what they doing for these teams is unreal. But I hope Deion go right back to the negotiating table. Y'all know what I'm thinking. I would have paid him more. And for all y'all who watched to the end, I would have paid him more. Why? Shedeur's going to get drafted by somebody. More than likely, that team is not a good team because of how high he's going to get drafted. That team has a bad year. That team is coming to call for Deion. And if Deion's getting paid 4 or 5 million more than Kirby Smart, Deion ain't going to think about it. Or the buyout just going to be too high that the team ain't going to come after him. Deion got an extension, and you should have paid him more because he is going to see how Shedeur does this year. The team that he does go to in the NFL going to come calling next year. They going to come calling next year. And now you're going to be right back when you should have just paid him so that you don't have to keep coming to the negotiating table with him, because he's going to be even more relevant this year because everybody going to want to see what he can do without Travis Hunter and without Shedeur Sanders. Guys, I hope Colorado has more incentives that we hadn't seen, but man, Deion's still being paid too low. His salary is way too low. And again, like I said, Kirby Smart don't make me want to watch, right? Ryan Day don't make me want to watch. And one of the things that's happening is Colorado could have established itself. And I like what Jordan Seaton tweeted. What's going to stop y'all from coming now? A lot. Because guess what? He's still not the highest. And we still know that ain't enough to make people say, well, he really ain't going nowhere. DEION should have been paid 15 to 20 million. Simply put, he should have been paid 15 to 20 million. He controls that narrative. And he may be headed that way. But I'm telling you like this, guy. You know, wherever shedeur gets drafted, DEION is going to be going. Those teams are going to be reaching out to him to see if in the following year. And now Colorado gonna have to be right back at the bargaining table, and it's gonna cost you 15 or 20 million for him not to go to the NFL. Y'all get down in the comment section, man. Let me know what you think about DEION getting his 5-year, $54 million extension. Well deserved, but is it enough? Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, and until next time, I'm gonna holler.